So recently, and by recently I mean today, Creepshow made a video on this channel called the Necromantic, and the guy behind this channel, oh my god, he goes by many names, one of them being Ashlyn Duffey, another one being Young Barrick, another one being Ash Duffey, another one being John Ashlyn Duffey. The guy goes by many fucking names. I'm just gonna call him Ash or the Necromantic, okay? So the video that Shannon made on this guy, I kind of felt like that video was not really in depth. And I understand why, her channel is a lot larger than the Necromantic's channel. So I understand why, she is being responsible with her platforming, and I respect that. But as a smaller content creator, I feel like I can talk about the situation in a little bit more depth, okay? And so yeah, that is what we're gonna do today. So recently, and by recently I mean a couple of days ago, the Necromantic made a video titled Dahvie Vanity, Jeffree Star, I Was There, in which he talks about the times when he was part of the emo scene, right around the time when Dahvie and Jeffree was part of that scene, and he threw some really big accusations at Jeffree. We're gonna talk about that. But overall, the reception to this video was pretty positive. A lot of people liked that video. A lot of people subscribed to his channel. He literally went from having like 200 subs or something to having 2,000 subs. But then something that I noticed was the next day he made this post in his community tab. He says, quote, "My video was removed, which is what I expected. So knew it's coming up about more in-depth stuff. They have been trying to censor this from the moment it went up. Immediate threats and lies. All I found out is he is much darker than you would imagine." Well, that is a post. And it doesn't make sense for a few different reasons. One of them being that a lot of people have been making videos on Jeffree Star and Dahvie Vanity. Webzilla, Pastel Bell, Tamimi, Creepshow. They all have been making videos on Jeffree Star and Dahvie Vanity. But none of them had their videos removed. And his channel is a lot smaller than Creepshow's channel. So why was his video removed and not Creepshow's video removed? That doesn't make any sense. Also, another reason why it doesn't make any sense is because you can see it right here. Here is Creepshow quote reading this tweet. Here is the link to the original video, Dahvie Vanity, Jeffree Star, I Was There. And when I click on this link, oh, would you look at that? Video unavailable. This video is private. This video was not removed. Let me show you the difference between a video being removed and a video being privated. Here is a screenshot from my old channel's creator studio. You can see that there's a video up here which says that it's private, and here is a video down here about Logan Paul's older videos. Don't ask me. Don't fucking ask me. And you could see that this video is removed. There is no way for a video to be private and for it to be removed, because your video's visibility could only be either private, public, unlisted, scheduled, or removed. It cannot be privated and removed at the same time. So he is just lying here. He is just lying when he says that his video was removed. No, he fucking privated it. If his video was removed, then it would say that video is unavailable because, I don't know, it got copyright claimed or something like that. I don't know. But it would not say that video is unavailable. This video is privated. Does that make sense? Okay. And by the way, he has re-uploaded that original video and edited some parts out. We're gonna talk about that. And in the video itself, he doesn't show proof that his video was in fact removed. and not that he just privated it. So yeah, he's just lying here. Now the question is, why the fuck did he privated his video and why the fuck did he lie? Okay, so take a look at this. This is the re-uploaded video and here's him talking about his credibility. And please look out for a jump cut here, okay, because I'm gonna talk about that.
Number one, for credibility, my name is Ash, okay? I go by many names because I've tried different musical projects. One of them being Young Breck, which is YUNGBRECK, which I'm a sad boy, whatever, rapper, musician, whatever, multi-instrumentalist. In the emo days, I was heavily emo and I love that kind of shit, you know? I was in a band that I choose not to name because I don't want to basically start anything with that band, and I have a legal obligation called an NDA not to comment on some of the things in that band. What I want to let out is that this whole thing is so ridiculous.
So did you notice that? First he talks about a band that he cannot name, and then there's a jump cut, and then he goes on to talk about, oh, this whole thing is so ridiculous. Okay, so that is the part that I want you guys to remember, right? He talks about a band that he cannot name, there's a jump cut, and then he talks about, oh, this whole thing is so ridiculous. Now, here is the original video. As I was watching that video, you know, I thought that this was going to be important, so I downloaded it, okay? Here is the original video of him talking about the same thing.
Number one, for credibility, my name is Ash, okay? I go by many names because I've tried different musical projects. One of them being Young Breck, which is YUNGBRECK, which I'm a sad boy, whatever, rapper, musician, whatever, multi-instrumentalist. In the emo days, I was heavily emo and I love that kind of shit, you know? I was in a band that I choose not to name because I don't want to basically start anything with that band, and I have a legal obligation called an NDA not to comment on some of the things in that band. But believe me, it's a band you know, and if you are true diehard fans, you will know who I am, okay? I was also in another band called Through the Eyes of the Dead, another deathcore band. So just to give some credibility, I'm Ash Duffey. What I want to let out is that this whole thing is so ridiculous.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that? In the original video, as he was talking about his credibility, in the original video he talks about two bands. One that he cannot name, but apparently it's so famous that if you were part of that scene at the time, you know who he is, even though people don't. And that he was part of this band called Through the Eyes of the Dead. Now, if you go to the Wikipedia page of this band, you can see in the former members section, there is nobody named Ash or Ashlyn or Young, you know? The Wikipedia page says that, no, he was not in fact part of this band, but for like a brief moment in time, someone actually edited this Wikipedia page, and I'm assuming that it's Ash himself who edited it to say that yes, in fact he was part of this band when he wasn't.
We can look it up here as well. We have Dayton, Lou, Paul, Jerry, Jeff, Chris, Josh, Chris, Steven, Anthony, Richard, Hector, Nate.
But no Ash or Ashlyn or John or Young. So no, he in fact was not part of this band. And in fact, I reached out to the Eyes of the Dead on Instagram. You can see it right here. I asked them, hey, sorry to be a bother, but just wanted to know whether this guy was ever in your band. He's going around saying that he was. Thank you so much for your time. And you can see that it's Ash right here. And they replied with, we have never heard of this guy before and he has never had anything to do with this band. So no, he was not in fact part of this band at all. Their own members are saying that no, we've never fucking heard of this guy. So he's just lying here. And I was not the first person to reach out to the Eyes of the Dead. I believe the first person to reach out was this person on Twitter. Their name is Chloe. I'll put their Twitter handle here. I believe that they were the first person to reach out to the Eyes of the Dead. And this happened like a day ago. And a lot of people on Twitter were asking Ash, whose Twitter handle is at young_Beric, and asking him, what's going on? Explain this to me, please. What's going on? You can see it right here as I'm scrolling through Twitter. A lot of people were catching on and seeing that, hey, his narrative doesn't make any sense. There are certain things that he says in the original video that don't add up. And could you guess what happened next? Yes, he deleted his Twitter. Of course he did. So to recap, Ashton was using 2 bands to establish his own credibility, one of which he cannot name, and another one being Through the Eyes of the Dead, whose own members have said that they don't fucking know who this fucking guy is. So, he just lied in the section in which he's supposed to establish his own credibility. Wow. That's wow. Also in the re-uploaded video, he edited out this part about Jeffree Star.
Jeffree has some skeletons in his closet of younger boys, but let me tell you, younger boys submitted and wanted that at the time, and that's why you're not seeing that, or they've been paid off. It was a shock rock factor thing that they all did.
Yeah, he just says right there that Jeffree has, quote, skeletons of underage boys in his closet. Look, I know that, Jeffree has gone after 17-year-olds on Twitter. I know that for a fact, because there are tweets that can prove that. But this, if you're gonna say that, then you need fucking evidence. We just can't go off of someone's word, especially when that someone fucking lied in the section in which he's supposed to establish his credibility. So, yeah, he just threw it out there and yeah, he just did that. All that the necromantic has done is harm this case. All that he has done is harm this case against Dahvie Vanity, by inserting himself into a situation when he shouldn't be inserting himself. Why would people do this? Jesus Christ. Why would anyone do this? Just for some fucking clout? Really? I mean, the amount of subs that he gained was just 2,000. I mean, is that really worth it? Is that really worth it? You gain a couple of thousand subscribers and you ruin the case against the fucking child predator. Is that really worth it? Is that fucking... Fuck you, necromantic. That's what I want to say. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is to bring this up. This is the main reason why I decided to make this video, okay? The necromantic posted this on his community tab, yesterday, I believe, and he says right here, here is a RAPE allegation from an actual band member's friend that opened for blood on the dance floor. I'm about to make a video, guys. Get ready, he's going down. Hashtag Dahvie Vanity, hashtag blood on the dance floor. And this post, you can see at the end right here, it says RAPE her. And yeah, and this is not the only one, by the way. There is also another post, this one. Sorry, I liked that at the time because I thought that he was credible for some fucking reason. Anyways, he says right here, well, look what we have here. Another band who opened for blood on the dance floor reaching out to me. Thank you so much to Jocelyn Noir from The Beautiful Nothing for coming out. I'm compiling a list of people who know and were there. And you can see here that, and they're saying, quote, I have always wanted to speak up so badly, but my situation, I can't say much until the victim comes forward and says her piece. But I can still validate people like yourself in your claims. If you ever need anything, I'm here. And this is not all. Just fucking 10 minutes ago, I believe, he made this post on his community tab. He says right here, I don't care about his rambling or anything. I just want to read out the first few sentences of this. You people are going after the victims. What are you doing? This isn't about me. Wow. Well, since I'm doing this all for, quote, clout, and tons of victims came to me And now I'm going to have to try and convince them to tell their horror story to someone else, someone you call credible. This is why I decided to make this video. Like, there are people who are either victims or witnesses or people who are related to the Dahvie vanity situation who were like reaching out to this guy and apparently are still reaching out to him if we take his word for it. And they were telling this guy their stories when he is not credible. He is not credible. You know, one of the things that I read out to you guys was about RAPE. You know, it was the allegation about that. People were reaching out to this guy who is not credible at all. He lied in the section in which he's supposed to establish his credibility. Like, and witnesses to the Dahvie vanity situation were reaching out to this guy. If you are a survivor of Dahvie vanity, if you are a witness to something that was going on around the Dahvie vanity situation, if you want to speak up about this, if you're in any way related to this Dahvie vanity situation, please don't reach out to the necromantic. Please don't reach out to people who just have like a couple of thousand subscribers on YouTube. You know, please don't reach out to people who are not credible. These are really heavy allegations. These are really like, this is serious matter. Please don't reach out to someone who is not credible. Reach out to people like Pastel Bell. Reach out to people like Webzilla. Reach out to people like Ashley Lilly, who is a survivor of Dahvie vanity. Reach out to people like Mal Levy. I believe her Twitter DMs are open, you know. Even if you just want to talk, you know, reach out to Mal Levy. She has said that, yes, if you just want to talk, it's fine. DM her, you know. If you're someone who wants to take legal action but have no idea how to do so, please reach out to people like Pastel Bell or Webzilla. You know, these are people who are working behind the scenes with the FBI and the police departments, and they are trying to push this case legally, you know. Reach out to Pastel Bell. You know, she has been working behind the scenes about this stuff. I'm pretty sure she could help you out. I mean, I don't know a single thing about that. You know, all I know is that the first thing you need to do is report it to the local police department. But after that, I have no clue. So reach out to her. She might be able to help you. But please, even if you just want to share your story, even if you just want to talk, please don't reach out to people who are not credible or people who just have like a couple of thousand subscribers on YouTube, you know? Don't reach out to me. I'm not credible. Don't reach out to the necromantic. He is not credible. Reach out to people who are credible. Okay? That's all that I want. That's all that I fucking want. And that's the reason why I decided to make this video in the end, you know? Because I really wanted to emphasize this part of the necromantic situation. Okay, so I guess that's all that I had to say about that. There's something else that I wanted to talk about as well. This is not related to the Dahvie vanity situation or anything like that. This is something that's completely unrelated. There is this girl on the internet who goes by Godless Unicorn Cat. She is 17 at the moment, and for like a couple of years, she has been talking about her abusive mother on Twitter and on YouTube. You know, there are videos that go back to 2019 where she's talking about her abusive mother. Like a few months ago, she was talking about the fact that her mother has been not giving her enough food, and the only reason why that she was able to fill her stomach was because of school. And because she is not in school anymore, her mother was mistreating her, to say the least. And now she has kicked her out in the middle of a pandemic. I will leave her Twitter account in the description. If you guys want to help, there's a PayPal link to her. You know, if you want to like donate like a couple of dollars or like $10 or something, I don't know. Please do so if you have the ability to do that, you know. And you might say, well, Jean, how do you know that she is not faking it? Well, the reason why I know that she is not scamming is because she has been talking about her abusive mother for a long time, okay? For at least like a couple of years. Her Twitter account is like 6 months old. You can find tweets which go back to like 5-6 months. And on her YouTube channels, you can find videos that are like a year old where she's talking about her abusive mother. So I don't think that a scam artist would go and put in this much effort into faking this. I do think that this is real. Another reason why I don't think that this is fake is because when she was being starved essentially by her mother, I remember she was tweeting about this and I was there and we were trying to figure out, how could we fucking help her, and it was so hard to help her because, well, she can't really have a PayPal set up because she is not 18 yet, and you can set up your PayPal if you're 18 plus, or if you're underage then you need a legal guardian's consent, but she can't have that because her mother is abusive. So it was a mess. It was such a mess to set up her PayPal. In the end, what happened was her fiance set up a PayPal for her. And if she was really a scam artist, the thing that I would expect from her was, hey, look, my mom is neglecting me and here is my PayPal, please send me money. Like that's what I would expect, right? But no, that did not happen because it was such a mess to like set up her PayPal. I was right there as it was happening. And now her mother has kicked her out at the age of 17. Her mother could legally kick her out at the age of 16, so that there's nothing illegal about it. But she is 17 and this is a global pandemic. She can't go to the homeless shelters because you have to be apparently 18 plus to go to homeless shelters, at least in her city. So that is crazy. And yeah, I don't think that this is fake. Now you can think that this is fake, and I would say is, go look up her channel, go look up her Twitter account and make the judgment for yourself. That is fine. But I think that this is real, and if you could do anything to help, that would be amazing of you. So yeah, that's all that I have for this video. I know this was kind of a weird video, in the beginning I talked about this person who was basically clout chasing, and in the end I kind of talked about this other person. I know it was a bit weird, but yeah, like this video if you liked it, comment your thoughts down below about what you think, subscribe for more videos, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and do not touch your face.